Hi, this is Nelson Ranch again. So this is fast. The championship meeting for August 2022, the Leo Cup, has been announced. It was announced yesterday, and I thought about this for a while. I also watched some videos on YouTube about this. And here's what I think about this. So it's gonna take place in the Nakayama racetrack, 1,200 meters. It's a short distance race. It's a sprint. It's obviously grass, and it's good condition. So it's because it's also Nakayama, it's going to be a right turn, and it's sunny, and obviously because it's August, it's summer. That's the season. So once again, like for any championship meeting, the acceleration right before the final leg is key. Now, the interesting thing about the short distance is that because it's only got 400 meters in the last leg, it's actually more important to hit the max speed rather than to increase the max speed that much. Increasing your max speed doesn't give you as much bang for the buck. In fact, increasing your power gives you more bang for the buck from what I understand. I could be slightly wrong on this, but that's what I did for the previous championship meeting in the sprint, and it worked out. So I'm going to go with my guts on that one and say yes. Grass S is going to be more important than short distance S for this one. But I don't think you really need it. But anyway, here we go. Now, in terms of the acceleration skills that are really key, if you are a Nige or a runner, obviously you have a whole plethora, not plethora, but you have the standard plate that's actually very powerful. So if you're in the very front of the pack, if you're number one, when you enter the last leg, you take off with Seiyun Sky's unique skill, angling scheming. And then you would probably do Tobosha or some other acceleration skill that will kick in at the very last curve. And you will basically run away and win the race. I highly recommend using a Nige for this one. And the Nige that I recommend the most is probably Smart Falcon. Smart Falcon here. This is partly because Smart Falcon's unique skill is going to be the first to proc before any other major Nika characters. So that's why I would recommend Smart Falcon. The other possibility, and this is like a long shot, is to run Suzuka in the Aoharu thing and get the Onige skill. And that will guarantee her position as first place. And that will guarantee many of the skills for her to proc. And because it's 1200, you don't have to worry about stamina on this one. And maybe, possibly, right, Suzuka could win this one as Onige. So for those of you who love Silent Suzuka, I think this is one big chance for you, to try. I don't know if it'll work, but I think it's worth a try. All right. So for others, it's more random, obviously. The skill that's going to happen right on the dot is Meguro Ryan's skill. That's anabolic because that's the way it's designed. The problem is you need to be in sixth place for this to proc. And there's no way for you to control yourself being in sixth place because you don't get to control your characters. These characters, run by themselves. So it's a bit. But if that one procs, then Meguro Ryan's that's anabolic would be like will make the character go super fast. So that's one to seriously think about. All right, so how about the others? Taiki Shuttle has a skill. So I'm going to go to my list of characters here. Here we go. Taiki Shuttle has a skill called Victory Shot. Here she is. And this will basically proc when she's in third or fourth place. And this will proc a little bit before the acceleration matters, but it procs for long enough that it will do the job, right? It will do the job necessary, and Taiki Shuttle will zoom forward. Similar skill is Nishino Flower. Nishino Flower's skill will proc right on the money. Unfortunately, I do not have Nishino Flower. So I cannot use this character. Another character that's probably going to be very strong is Curren Chan. But again, I don't have Curren Chan. Where are you among the list of characters that I don't have? She should be in here. Here she is. One true color, right? So at the last at the last 250 meters, it's gonna proc. This will have, so the last leg starts in the 400-meter mark. So 50 meters in, her skill will proc. So I only have Take Shuttle. Now the problem with these characters of third and fourth place is that you can sort of guess that a lot of characters will probably send out the Smart Falcon to get, for her to run it, short distance B, grass E, but in Smart Falcon's case, you want to raise this to grass A, and when you raise it to grass A, because you're pumping in 10 red stars into here, there's a high likelihood that she's going to get grass S. Right. And in my case, it's just chocolate cupcakes. There she is. Yeah, grass S, right? And she won the January Capricorn Cup for me. So you can sort of guess that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to put out, runners, Niga characters. And so if they have a lot of Niga characters or runners, then what are the odds that Taiki Shuttle or Nishino Flower will be in third or fourth place? Well, much lower, especially if you put out a Niga character. So I'm of the belief here that if you put out a Niga character, a runner, the odds of these skills proccing for Taiki Shuttle and Nishino Flower just suddenly plummets because other people are going to put them out. There's a good chance they'll also put out Oguri Kappa as well. And the odds of you being in third or fourth place would be much, much lower. So for you to be in third or fourth place, the best bet is for you to not put out any runners at all and just put out Taiki Shuttle as the lone Senko, which I think in English is leader, right? As the lone leader. And then, if your rivals have put out 3 runners, then Taiki Shuttle will be fourth place. If she can win the battle among the other, leaders. Hopefully she will. Well, if she can't win that, she's not going to win this one. But if they have only two runners, then she needs to be in third or fourth place. So it makes it pretty easy. The odds of you encountering a race in which there are 0 runners is actually quite low. But it can happen, and when that happens, then Taiki Shuttle will suffer a little bit more because then she might not be in third or fourth place; she might be in first or second place. But that's a risk you got to take, which makes this skill very, very powerful because this skill from Curren Chan is not dependent on on your place among the relative place among the various characters that are running the race. It depends on the distance. So at the 350 meters before the goalpost, she starts to move. So, but I don't have her. And I don't have Nishino Flower. So I have a choice. I can either do Saiden Suzuka as Onige, I think. And she has this skill Tobosha, which is actually quite useful. So you have Tobosha here, and you inherit Seiyun Sky's angling scheming. And as Onige, she would zoom forward at the very front. She can actually use one of the skills that I think Bakushingo gives. Bakushingo has this skill, and I think her card gives that skill, but I could be wrong on this. But the skill is this. This is a skill that basically means that if you are far in the front of the pack, then you go forward even faster. Then you hit the finish. You're not the finish line. You hit the the acceleration point, before anybody else. Then you accelerate even more with Seiun Sky's thing, and you also then accelerate with Tobosha, her acceleration skill, and Saida and Suzuka would be golden. So because it's a Nakayama racetrack, if you can get the Nakayama racetrack or the 400 or good condition or spring, or summer or right turn, she'll have enough things to trigger. She gets 2 out of the greens that I listed with the concentration that she has. That's 3 skills that could go off, and with those 3 skills, if she has Jigatame, which can be easily gotten now, she can zoom forward, and everything would be golden. So that's one possibility. The other possibility is to use Take Shuttle, bank everything on Victory Shot. I don't know which one I'll do. I'm more leaning towards Take Shuttle personally because I just like Take Shuttle, the character. And then, of course, the other character that I highly recommend would be Oguri Cap. Oguri Cap has this skill. Basically means that 200 meters before the goalpost, she's going to go really fast. Actually, current gen skill might be not acceleration, but might be going fast, but whatever, it doesn't matter. She has this skill, the Sommelier of the Curve. And this is actually an acceleration skill. So in the mile races and in the short distance races, there's only one long curve. It's the 4th and the 3rd curve, right? It's the final curve, the 4th curve, or the 3rd curve, the curve before. So you effectively have something like, a 50% chance that, well, actually less than 50%, because if it happens at the very beginning of the second curve, then it's not going to be that effective. But so let's say like 40% chance that this skill is going to be an effective acceleration skill. So you can mix that with Nonstop Girl, and Nonstop Girl is something that Mayana Top Gun has. So she has this and adds this skill that Oguri Cap has, the Sommelier of the Curve. And so you can get that from these cards. So Sommelier of the Curve can be gotten from Yukino Bijin here. This is her skill. Or you can get the Nonstop Girl from this Yukino Bijin. And if you can get both of these acceleration skills, then your chances of winning become much, much higher, right? And Oguri Cap basically has that powerful skill in the last 200 meters. And Mayana Top Gun has a skill in which if she's in 1st to 3rd place, and if there's somebody else in the race that's competing with her in the final leg of the race, then she'll go both faster and accelerate more. She has a combined skill. Now, the unfortunate thing about combined skills is that when you inherit it from the parent, it's not as powerful as the pure, skills. But still, as the main character for Mayana Top Gun, especially if you've been playing the game for a long time, and if your Mayana Top Gun is like me, 5 stars, then this Hirameki landing is going to be a level 6 Hirameki landing, and her acceleration skill is going to be just as good as, I wouldn't say just as good, but almost as good as an inherited Ryan skill or an inherited Seiun Sky skill. So Mayana Top Gun, if you run her as a runner, then even if she's not first, even if she's 2nd place, she can actually keep up with the 1st place runner of, say, I don't know, Smart Falcon, and then maybe the Nonstop Girl might proc, or maybe the Sommelier of the Curve might proc, and then she will zoom ahead. And then because she's a runner, if this is happening at the curve, even though she's at the start of the curve, she's 2nd place, she can then skip forward and become 1st place, and then angling scheming will kick in, and she'll just zoom ahead. So she'll just rocket ahead. So I expect Mayana Top Gun to be actually quite powerful. Now, one minor problem. I have this thing that I've told myself, and that is that I don't run the same characters that have won championship meetings before. So I can't use Smart Falcon. I can't use Oguri Cap. And I can't use my Top Gun. Oh, and I also can't use Marzensky. Marzensky was the first one that won the championship meeting for me. So I'm kind of screwed. So yeah, I mean, Taiki Shuttle, possibly. Onige Silent Suzuka, although trying to do Onige in the Al Hada scenario is real brutal. So I don't really know if I'm going to enjoy doing that. I don't have Nishino Flower. I don't have Current Chan. So Major Ryan maybe. I mean, but the thing is, I actually did a lot of Ryan runs for the July championship meeting, and I'm not sure if I want to do it again for the sprint. But I probably need to do Major Orion for a parent at the very least. So possibly a Major Orion. And the third character, well, actually, no. One character that I know I'm sending out for sure, is King Halo. If it's a short track, if it's a short distance race, I don't care what the length is. I don't care if it's 1,000. I don't care if it's 1,400. I don't care if it's rainy, sunny, whatever the condition. If it's a short track, she's running until she wins a championship meeting for me. So King Halo is going to run in the short distance. Well, that's one character that's absolutely set on my side. Although, I mean, this skill is useful, sorta. They boosted this power. So in the last 200 meters, if she has not, gone a little crazy, kakari, I think is the Japanese word. I don't know what the English word is, but if she doesn't lose extra stamina along the way, then she'll go very fast. So hopefully, this time she'll do the trick. Who knows? So King Halo is for sure. Possibly Taiki Shuttle. Third character, maybe Mayano Top Gun. I was originally thinking about the possibility, by the way, of running, where should go? This special week. Because this basically says that if it's a Nakayama racetrack, her speed goes very fast, but it needs to be in the last corner. So if this is happening at the last corner here, there's a good chance that this skill will proc right as she accelerates. So if an increased speed skill procs right as someone is beginning to accelerate, then the increased speed skill doesn't actually increase the speed of the character. It increases the character's, it increases the max speed that the character can go. So if it procs in the middle of an acceleration, unless the acceleration is like, crazy high acceleration, I'm going to waste a good chunk of the, max speed and accelerating to that max speed. So this might be a trap. And so I might not use special week for this one. Plus, her skill set is all designed for long distance races, long distance. Although she has this, which is a corner, and this is a skill for Sashi, so this is also good as well. But yeah, so one character for sure is King Halo. Two more characters that I have to think about to send out for this championship meeting, and that's it for me on my side. I think I talked about the important acceleration skills. Nonstop Girl, Summary of the Curve. Oh, one skill that I forgot to mention is Plan X. Plan X is actually a skill that can be gotten from Biko Pegasus, who do I have? I might not even have Biko Pegasus. Yeah, I don't have Biko Pegasus. So Plan X is a skill that you can get. That's an acceleration skill that'll happen at the end. Another acceleration skill that will happen is Shikake Junbi or Junbi Banzen. And this is basically a lane change skill, but it has an acceleration component. So that actually might be useful if you can get it, because that has no, it says nothing about what position you were in. So it doesn't have any restrictions on it. You can just get it and it'll take off, just like Plan X. Oh, actually, for Plan X, you have to be second to fifth place. So yeah. Anyway, that basically means that here, just that you want to run this race with possibly Biko Pegasus skill or Narita Top Road skill. But you also want to increase your guts, because your guts is going to allow you to go faster towards the end. And I imagine because it's a short distance race, most people are going to do guts training. So if most people are going to do guts training, then this character here is going to give you the summary of the curve. I happen to have Uguri Cap and Abe-san. So I can use these two. Where are you? There she is. And if the character needs extra power, I can get the recently introduced this character skill, this skill, or I can use Serious Symbole. I can use a Special Weeks card, or I can use Serious Symbole's card, this card here, to get a speed bonus. And if you're doing a runner, there's a good chance that you want to do, where should go? And not Sakura Bakushingo, although she has a good set of skills here. Yeah, no, okay, so the Sprint Turbo is not the skill you want. Where did she go? Oh, here it is. Mihono Bourbon. So this skill gives you an opening gate skill. You get concentration if you're running a Suzuka, and you need one more green skill, which you'll be able to get, from running the race. And you have Bakushingo as your fifth character. You probably don't want Serious Symbole here. Either this character, or if you you want to use Mijiro Palmer, because Mijiro Palmer has these skills. Sakigake here, Isogiyashi here, Nakayama Racetrack. And you don't need this, but if you're running, Mizuki Maruzensky, it'll give you that skill, and that's for long distance. But that's for, here it is. You can get this straight line. So yeah, I actually might do Suzuka now that I think about it. It's actually quite good. But yeah, this character will give you a bonus in power. So this is a power bonus. This is power and speed bonus. This is power and speed bonus. This character gives bonus in guts. So it's 10, 20, 35, 40, 45, and another character that gives a race bonus of 5 is enough. The unfortunate thing with this is you don't get much intelligence. So you either want to pump everything into intelligence or switch out one of these cards for another intelligence card. Like if you have Fine Motion or Nice Nature or Mr. CB or Serious Symbole, you use 2 speed cards and 4 guts cards, or 4 guts, 2 speed. Or the other possibility is you use the new card that came out recently. The new card that came out recently is the Throne card. It's a group card. It's actually very, very good. This card gives you no skills that are useful for a runner. The group card also doesn't give you any skills that are useful for the runners, but the group card not only increases speed and intelligence, it also gives you lots of skill points. So as a runner, because you use a lot of skill points, if you have a group card, it's very useful, which means, man, I might have to pull. Yeah, just talking about this is giving me headaches. If I happen to have, Fine Motion, I don't even have Fine Motion. I don't have a single copy of Fine Motion. But if I had Fine Motion, then, you could do Fine Motion and the group card. But if you don't have Fine Motion, then, if you're running not a runner, but any other character, leader, betweener, or chaser, Senko, Sashi, or Oikome, although I think many people can do Oikome here. You can use the throne card for here, your powerful speed card, your most powerful speed card here, and then 4 guts cards. Or if you want the plan X, because Biko Pegasus increases speed, if your character doesn't have a bonus on speed, you can do Biko Pegasus, 4 guts card, and the throne card. If you do it right, and if you get the right books, a single throne card can actually get you to 1000 intelligence, to intelligence S, believe it or not. So it's that powerful, which means I really don't want to borrow the throne card. I want to have it myself because it gives me a lot more options. Anyway, for this one, I think the guts training is going to be the main training. But if you don't like gut training and you just absolutely abhor it, then go with the speed intelligence training. Because if you put speed here, another speed, what's his name? Biko Pegasus. And then, intelligence cards. I don't know. What's my most powerful speed card is after? Well, I'll put this in for now. But, I don't think this gives you enough bonus points. Well, that's 10 race bonus. That's 10 race bonus. 10, 20, 30. Ooh, 35. So I need a 15. Well, you know what? If I pull now, I can get the powerful El Condor Pasa card, but I've been playing the game for a while, so I also have this. That's 10. So that's 10, 10, 10, 30, 40, another card that gives you 10 bonus, and you can do it. You can hit race bonus 50. Anyway, talked about this enough. Personally, I think this is the overkill. It might be better to go with something like this, Nishino Flower, to give you 15 here. So it's 10, 20, 25, 40, 45, and then, you can use any card here that gives you 5 bonus. So there you go. Championship meeting for the Leo Cup, August 2022. It has been announced. It is 1,200 meters. It's a short distance sprint. Nakayama Racetrack. It's taking place in summer because it's obviously August. It's right turn, it's grass, it's sunny, and good conditions on the turf. So there you go. All right, I'll see you guys around. Take it easy.